Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gungeon Lich Streaks. Hey! Hooray! Let's roll our die. Alright. Bullet it is into the Gungeon for our episode 200 special. What are we doing today? That is just oh so special? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the second secret floor if we can. Like, we'll do the rat, I guess. I don't know. Like, we'll see. Hopefully the game gives us some choices that are fun and special, because every run should be exciting, I'll be honest. Like, right? But just, I don't know. We're at a streak of 150. We got ourselves the bullet. Maybe the special thing will be that we lose the streak today. Who knows? Only the Gungeon knows what is in store for me today. But alas, good to be back. Good to be back always in your in your home or on your phone. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me. And extreme, you know what? Extreme thank you for those of you who've been watching all 200 episodes and made me part of your daily routine. Like, what a freaking honor, you know? What a freaking honor. Blank for a key, don't mind if I do. Ammo synthesizer. As a first item, I think it's good. As a first item, I think it adds up. I'm not positive. It's one of those weird items where it's like a little bit ambiguous exactly how much it helps you in the flow of things. Like, yeah, I don't know. Anything that helps ammo can't possibly be, couldn't possibly be wrong, right? At the very least, it can't possibly be a negative thing. Okay, well, you know what? Skipping these chests would not be too hard of a thing to get me to do. I'll be real. 2 brown chests on the first floor. I think we're going to the sewers. I think we're going indeed. Hopefully we get another key. We can open up a chest, one of the chests, and it's passive. That would kind of be my ideal. Another brown chest. Oh my god. Could we not with that? That is outrageous. Alright, so boss it is. Hopefully we don't get hit. Trigger twins as the bullet, I find to be like, it's probably the hardest of the first 4 blossoms for him. I think just because the fact is that you really want to be consistently moving backwards, and blasphemy works against you in that regard. Oh boy. This sucks. See, like, look at that. I just feel like I constantly have to switch my targets, and that's a big no on the trigger twins. There we go. Things should be smoothing out now. There's no more ads to worry about. Much better. Phase 2 is basically kind of like the same sort of formula as going for the Bullet King, stuff like that. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Like, they're constantly slowly going towards you. Okay. Okay. Here's the question. There's none. I have no questions. Table tech money. Interesting. It's, you know, if you're gonna get it, that's the best way to get it. On the very first floor. And not having to pay for it. Because having to pay for it makes it kind of defeat a lot of its purpose. You can still sell it and everything, but... Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, that's so fun to watch. We got a whopping 2 shells. But we just got to make sure we flip as many tables as we can. Alright, I think that was the whole shebang. We're not going to quite get enough for a key. I guess we might as well junk. Okay. Kind of what I thought was going to happen. Down to the next. Sewer it up. Let's answer a Discord question. Link in the description if you want your questions answered in a video. Let's see. Where was I at? Have you ever been to Bog? I'm on the fence if I should say Bog Dolls. Have you ever been to Australia? No. Home of me and Rhapsody. I have not been to Australia, and honestly, I didn't hate flying as a kid, like the couple times I did it, but as an adult, it is like the worst thing in the world for me. As a claustrophobic young adult, and Australia is what, the furthest I could possibly fly. It seems like a no from me, dog. But which is a shame because I have always wanted to go to Australia. Like, I have wanted to go. But I don't know, like the flight, it's me flying is that bad. Me flying is that bad to completely make me second guess wanting to do something like that big of it, you know. It's just ew. Claustrophobic, anxiety boy. That is I. Afraid of heights, not that doesn't really play into flying though. I don't think that's any part of the reason why I'm afraid of flying. It's more just like, it's not even that I'm afraid of flying. Like, I'm not really worried about the plane going down. I just, not being able to move for that long of a period of time destroys me. Like, destroys me. So, the answer is no, and unfortunately, it might be a permanent no, despite me wanting to go. I don't know, maybe I'll get courageous. Maybe I'll get some kind of ability to, like, fly. Who knows? But, yeah. That's that. That was more, I kind of answered more than your question. But I kind of like it that way, you know. I like that the questions can turn into more than one question in a way. It's fun. Waffles asks, what is the most overpowered combo you've had? Honestly, and the annoying thing is, it's probably when I did not realize how OP it was. I had 360 yes scope and super hot watch. That is like straight up probably one of the most overpowered things you could get. I mean, we were gonna get hit anyways there, so probably one of the most overpowered things you could get in the game, because you can spin around way more than one time and it stacks, which that's the thing, I didn't know that at the time. Like, I knew we could spin around once and we'd be good, but I didn't realize you could spin around so many times that you can literally break the boss damage cap with it. So that is probably, at the very least, like, for a two item, or I guess 3 item combo, that's probably as strong as you can get for 3. If you just got those 3 items, you wouldn't need anything else. You know, you'd be maybe wanting for ammo, but that's all you would need, really. Like, oh hell. I mean, at least we get something. The truth be told, we likely weren't gonna get enough ammo anyway, or enough keys for everything on this floor, regardless. So I ain't hurting. Whoa. Alright, there's the shop. We got a decent amount of money. We gotta remember to flip all the tables. Truth be told, part 2, a thing in roguelikes I don't like, and here's the thing, like, it's just an item, and this is a compliment in the same regard that it is a criticism of this item. I hate in games when you have to, like, flip every table, break every pot to get money. Like, that's one kind of negative. Ooh, I love hip holster. It breeds interesting builds and ideas. That's one thing that the game Wizard of Legend, which everybody tells me to play it. I have a 31-part series on it on the channel if anybody's interested. I did play it. Still waiting on that update for it, I think. I loved that game, but that was one killer piece for me, is that you are supposed to have the best possible build. You do have to walk around and break every barrel. That annoys me to no end. Like, I know that you can say that, okay, then just don't break every barrel. But the thing is, you're giving the player conflicting, a task that conflicts with most desires. Most people don't want to have to break every barrel. You know, like, maybe it's fun to hear the sound and stuff like that. Like, yes, there's some games where you do want to break every barrel. You want to roll into everything. Like, I don't know. But I think that it should just be, like, maybe make it fun to roll into a barrel because of the sound effect it makes. But don't make it something consequential. Don't make it something consequential. Like, Dark Souls, it's fun to roll, be chunky and roll through a whole bunch of pots just because it goes, and you feel like a ton of bricks running through there. But for the most part, there's not that many things hidden in them, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. I haven't played very much Dark Souls. I want to. Maybe I'll stream it, to be honest. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, like that kind of thing. I don't know exactly how many things are hidden in pots in Dark Souls, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the reason it's fun to me is because of the sounds, like, and stuff like that. But the moment you put it in the back of the player's head that the optimal way to play the game is to spend twice as much time on the floor going around and just breaking every box, I think you'll be hard-pressed to find a large percentage of your players wanting that. You know? Like, maybe not consciously, subconsciously, they won't know per se, like, that they don't want it, or that they want it, but I know consciously that I don't want it. But, like, because I love the idea of min-maxing a game, but I love the idea of min-maxing a game through the tools that are presented that the player wants to do naturally by playing the game. Like, min-maxing by making yourself really, really strong, or min-maxing by, you know, because everybody wants to do a lot of damage. They want to see big old numbers. So, like, that's not a chore to min-max that. That lines up with what you already want to do. Oh boy. And it's like, maybe if there was... Here's a scenario where it could work. Like, there's a floor where there's maybe, like, I don't know. Here's a good example. Here's a good example. And it's Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac Tinted Rocks is exactly like a good example of what I'm about to say. And that's that there are a couple things that you can bomb, you know, a couple of tinted rocks that you can bomb that have the thing. And they have, you know, there's a couple on the floor. And they have a tell. But you could also do something like there's 100 crates on the floor of Gungeon, and there's like 3 barrels. And the barrels give you like a really fun reward, and they make a really satisfying sound when you break them and stuff like that, you know? Just there's only a couple. If you went through, you would either do it, you could easily do it while you're clearing the floor normally, or you could easily do it by running back through in like a couple seconds, stuff like that. Even that I'm not like 100% on, but I'm saying that's a way you could introduce that idea of wanting to break some barrels, stuff like that. But when you have 200 crates, like if these had a non-zero, like a 2% chance to drop 5 shells, and there's 200 crates on the ground, you know, that you'd feel obligated to open up all of them, because otherwise you might be 5 shells away from getting duct tape, you know? And then you're just sitting there and you're just so upset that you didn't go and walk around the floor, make it take 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is just you breaking barrels. It rips the gameplay flow to shreds. And that's why I'm so glad that there's no money in the barrels and crates of Gungeon. But they have an item that, they have an item that, you know, gives that vibe, and that's this table tech money. But it's a much lower stakes version of that. But every time I get it, I think of games that you know, break my cardinal rule of, oh, I was not expecting this. I have been duped. I checked it. I did the mimic check, but I did not expect it to actually have anything. Okay, well, I don't really want that anyway, so it was all a waste. We have the ability to steal. Should we steal the rat key? We didn't go to the second secret floor. I guess I don't really want to, I suppose. So here's a thought. We should probably sell table tech money by the end of this floor here. I think that'd be a wise choice. That would make it so I don't have to search or flip every table. Also, the other thing is that it flips every single table in the room, which sometimes you don't want to do. So I'll clear this floor, at least up to the boss. Seems good to me. Whoop. Should probably be using Blasphemy over Huntsman when we've got it. Whoop. Sir, you gotta die! That was pretty stupid of me. Alright. We're like kind of wanting for a pretty solid weapon. Like, Pitchfork is not bad. Huntsman's not bad. But they're not like my, ooh yeah, that's amazing. The optimal way of using this would probably be fire reload, fire reload. But that's really just, that's kind of clunky. That's the same thing where it's just like kind of, you know, like it is optimal, but you just, it's also, ooh. Synergy what? Spartan loadout. To give you the Needler? I am confused as to what this does. I mean, I'm sure it's a reference to the Needler. I wish that it turned, like, the alien sidearm into the Needler. Why is it... So is it homing? Does it gain homing and, like, piercing? Cute if true. I didn't think that's how the Needler worked. Could be wrong. Alright, I'll tell you what. That's probably about as much money as we would get from it for the rest of the game, roughly. I don't know how this works on the boss, really, for DPS. Seems like maybe... Do they explode on the reload? I'm just trying to figure out the correct way to tap shoot this. Like, if we should hold it down on the boss. I don't know about the DPS cap, you know. Synergy what? Oh, Master Onset. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I knew that. 2 songs playing at once. Gotta love it. We need a key on the next floor, but I'm gonna assume that we'll get one. All right. I mean, we have the ability to steal. Nerd who likes combat robots asks, have you played Hand of Fate 2? If not, will you play it? I have. I played it on the channel. It is good, and I liked it a lot. But when I uploaded, this was pre AG&D, like before. This was when I was playing Gungeon still, but my audience like really wasn't watching my other stuff, and it was just like the viewership was horrible, so bad, like probably historical low launches from that time period on my channel. It's like a historically low, bad viewership. But the game is really good. It's really good, in a way. But I don't know. If I liked it enough, I would have kept going it, though, I suppose. Like, I play what I want, and that's why a lot of series go, like, stick around despite having garbage viewership and stuff like that, but there's a point where it's a little, like, it's so low that it's a little too sad to keep going. And that was one of the cases. But now I'm in a fortunate position where things get enough viewership just because the growth after AG&D. Enough people seem to like me to go and watch my other stuff, which is, oh man, that's just great. Like, I'll be honest, like, I think a lot of my other series are better commentary than what I have for Gungeon and stuff like that. But you know, people won't know because they only want to check out the Gungeon because that's how they found me. But you know, I implore you to go check out something else. Just if there's a game you think I might have played, go search Retromation blank, like fill in the blank with the game. Oh, and see if I played it, because I might have. I've been doing this for about 7 years. So I have a outrageous, I have like almost, oh god, how many videos now? I don't know, I don't want to, it's either 2,000 or 3,000. So like, go take a look, you know? I probably played something you really like at some point. Ooh, doggy. This is a fun synergy. I never really get, oh, so bad. I never really get cat claw. So I don't know exactly how different it truly is. Easy steals, boys. Easy steals. Gundromeda Strain is one of my favorite, like, vanilla-esque kind of passives to get. Reducing every enemy's health is so great because it lets you bypass one of my least, not completely bypass, but helps you bypass one of my least favorite parts about Gungeon, and that's the aggressive boss damage cap. Like, it's a little rough. It's a little rough, and I think here's why. Let me tell you why, everybody. Thank you for asking. I know everybody wants to know, and it's because, like, here's the thing. What makes a really good roguelike? I mean, there's a lot of things, but what's one of the things that helps you stay excited about a roguelike? It is letting each run feel different enough from each other. Like, that's how you get longevity, is make it so each run feels markedly different than the next. If you make it so, oh boy, if you make it so a really, really strong run does not show you its strength, like that, you know, oh my god, that's amazing! Boss damage up and Gundromeda Strain and Medal of Valor, holy moly. These are two things that rip apart the thing that I'm talking about right now. That's the, like, you get an amazing run. That's kind of fun too. You get an amazing run. You would rip apart the boss, like, so fast. Like, I'm not saying there should be no boss armor, but I think it's too strict. it's not going to feel as different than if there was a, like, less strict of a boss damage cap. You know, if this build was killing it, you know, like killing it, and then I fought this boss, and he would die in like 10 seconds. That would be so memorable. That would feel so unique and so special, you know? Which I think is such a big deal. Would it make it, like, a little bit more RNG focused? Yeah, but I'm not saying remove the boss damage cap. I'm just saying, like, it's a little strong. It's a little strong. Oh, and that's all. Like, it just a damage cap breeds sameness. Like, in a way, it doesn't make the runs feel the same, but it makes a run less likely to feel markedly different. You know, I think that's a huge deal in a roguelike, more than people maybe would think. Gungeon? Gungeon. And that's the exact same reason that that I'm anti-rat. Oh, you know what? We stole the rat key, didn't we? That's hilarious. We could have stolen a key still here, and then... No, we couldn't. I mean, that's fine. Like, it's all good, right? Nobody could possibly be mad. He says, knowing full well that everyone's mad. I'm on a tangent. I'm having a good time talking. Sue me for having a good time talking about game design and roguelikes. But yeah, I think it's fascinating. But yeah, the rat is the same, in the same boat for me. It's just that putting the rat in the way that it has been implemented. Like, first of all, the dragon and the lich, I mean, that never happens. Oh my god, that never happens. That's exciting. It makes sense to have two bosses like that are the endgame bosses. That makes sense. I'm not saying, like, no. Because those are your benchmarks. Those are your benchmarks that you compare your runs against. Like, I had this easy of a time against the dragon. I had this easy time against the lich. Yada yada, boo da bada boo. Whatever. But adding another one in the middle too feels a little funny. Another like boss that if you want you can always fight him. Can feel a little samey, but the one step further is the fact that the rat chests always have the rat items. And you could make an argument that the guppy transformation in Isaac is the same sort of way, where there's 3 guppy, you know, you need 3 guppy items to turn into guppy. But here's my argument to that. First of all, you don't get them all in the same location. It's not, if it was just, if you get to the first deal with the devil, you get guppy piece 1, second deal with the devil, guppy piece 2, third deal with the devil, guppy piece 3. That is closer to what is actually happening with the rat, you know? That's much closer to what's actually happening. And I find it, I just like, that's not as fun, because that means if you are playing intentionally and you're good enough where you're looking for the runs to feel unique, you know? Like, if you're at the point where you played for 700 hours, you're looking for your runs to feel different from each other, you know? And that's the point where you're good enough to inherently get every single rat item every time if you're trying hard enough, you know? And that means, since those items are so strong, the optimal way to play would be to just get all those items, use all those items, and the infinite ammo gun, unless you have something better. And I'm not into that. I don't think that's it's not. The fact is, like, I'm so glad they didn't make it a required path. Like, I love that it's optional. So, like, don't get me wrong, I love that it's optional. So, like, it's not required, so that's good enough. Like, that's a good first step. But I wish that maybe beating the rat gave a chance to spawn the rat items in future chests on the run or something like that. Like, I think that would be more fun. Something like that. And then or like there's a chance you could get the items in, it's been a while it's been a long time since we've got one of these. Holy moly, mother of God. Like, there's a chance to get one in the chest on the rat, and a chance to get some in the chests in the future of the run. Or, like, maybe in the secret rooms or something like that, or the rest of the run. Like, each secret room from then on could have another piece. Something like that could be fun, while still making it be like, here's these things that are, you know, exciting, these fun items that are rat themed like that, while still making it so you might not get everything, but like it's built in a way that's so I don't know how it could be changed like that without just scrapping a lot of stuff that was worked on hard, and just, I'm not trying to say it's bad, it's just, it does not play into my thought of a core vibe of roguelikes, which is, I want every run to feel as different as it can. I want more ingredients for variance, or more ways to appreciate that variance. So, I'm really, really, really excited for the Eden-esque character coming up. That's a big deal to me. Like, I think that does a lot for me, and already makes me happy about the final update. Like, that's really all I need for the final update. Everything else is just going to be icing on the cake. If they fix some, like, there's not really a lot of bugs, but if they fix some items that just are suckier than they're meant to be, or like things that got worse in the AG&D update, items that got worse in the AG&D update and stuff like that. Desperately, the Gun Knight set needs to be a little less rare. Desperately. It's so bad how rare it is. It hurts. It hurts me so bad. Alright, what are we going for here? This stuff is wild. Like, there's some synergies sitting here, I'm sure of it. That's just a wild... That's not a synergy, but it might as well be. What are we at for curse? 1 from Huntsman, 1 for stealing Wax Wings, and then actually Wax Wings doesn't have any curse on it. And then like 2 for stealing. We're probably sitting somewhere around 4. So buying from here would be 2.5 plus whatever curse is on the item, which none of these are cursed. We'd be put up somewhere around like 8. Risky business. So is this 18? Is that 19? Oh. Hip holster. What the hell? Okay. Which one of these is more likely? Alright, we'll take that. Raiden Coil. It's a fun item. Alright. Thank you for coming to my game design TED Talk from the man who's never designed a game, but who likes to think he has a fairly good idea about why he likes the games he likes. Damn! Damn! Delete this man! So bad. What was I thinking? It's shameful. Shameful, shameful, shameful. This synergy's nuts. Oh my god. Our boss killing build is disgusting. The fact that we have Gungeon Strain and the Galactic Metal of Valor. Should we do this? Is there a synergy? There is a synergy. What is it? Smart box. Alright. For the sake of variance. See, and that's exactly why I throw away things that are obviously better for things that are new. Because of variance. You don't play a game for 700 hours with the hopes that, unless it's like an arcade game, you don't play it with the hopes that it's gonna look basically the same every time. Or if you're a speedrunner. Those are like two major different categories that obviously don't fit the bill. And obviously I'm not saying everybody thinks the same way, but I'm saying that a lot of you probably think that way subconsciously without knowing it. I know I have wax wings. And I wanna hear everybody's thoughts on my my TED Talk today. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. On variance in game design. And like that's for the same reason that I thought that maybe it'd be a good idea if in the final update one of the things they added were just some more room variants, just to feel like there's a couple more things that are a little bit different. I hope we get enough for stout bullets. I'm not gutted by not being able to get mass shotgun if it comes to it. Let's see the synergy. It looks like it homes onto him and then sticks there. Does about the same amount of damage as normal bomb, maybe. That's my guess. Thanks, man. What? Does it home in? It does home in. Forgot we had this. That's disgusting. All right. Oh, god dang it. Delete. I said delete. Surprised I was able to fight my natural reflexes to not roll into the pit. So I just always get it. Always. Does that work? Kinda. Hoi. Dear God. Dear God. This just desperately looks like... Okay. I was gonna say, it desperately looks like a secret room. I was gonna be surprised. 64, looking like a no from me, dog. For the, for the special stuff. I need to not be so stupid. Oh, good morning. Not that it even did that much in the end. Silver bullets, please. Something like that, please. You know what? Well, I'll be darned. We might get enough. Reto the wronged. We might, after the boss and everything. Could happen. Oi. That is my favorite. Just making that beautiful, like, paint. What are those machines where you put the pens in and it makes them scribble around and makes like a flower type pattern, stuff like that? Anybody know what I'm talking about? What are those called? Spirographs? Something like that? Spyro. I think it might be a spirograph. Spirograph. That turns out to be something super inappropriate, and I'm wrong. My bad. Hallelujah. We have health sitting around. I'm not too worried. All right, 99. It might be a possibility. Y'all are in for it now. Oh, like moving through molasses. All right, stout bullets ahoy. Do we have anything that works really well with... We never really got anything that works well with hip holster, per se. No keys. It's all good. How does stab bullets even work with this, I wonder? Since they fly in and stick on him. I just don't get it. I don't get how I am supposed to be firing them off on this boss. Struggling to figure out. You just stop firing for a bit? Is that the best way to... Anyway. It's all good. We do so much damage. Such a smooth run. Honestly, these are some of my favorite types of runs too, where everything works well. You get some really good passives that make the run make the run unique. You get some nice guns that are just satisfying to use. I'm of the mind that the guns do make the runs unique, but the passives change it even more for me. Oh god, what's our best? What the hell do I use? We're not gonna one cycle even though we got double boss slayer. Should have thrown the bomb out, I guess. Oh, the edge of no escape asks, can you whistle in a non-typical sense? I can, but it sounds awful over your microphone, so I won't do it for your guys' ears' sake. But whistling is like the worst thing you can do to a microphone, I think. But I mean, you'll have to believe me, or maybe you don't have to. Yeah, I can. If by that you mean if I can whistle in a way that produces tones, yes. Can I do it well? Eh. Sort of. Maybe better than the average, but not great. But I will not subject your microphone ears to it. I think we got ourselves an easy peasy run. Easy peasy win. Like, where's our potential avenues for death? I mean, if we get bopped by some curse enemies, like if we get second phase of the lich jammed, that could be bad. But like, we're doing surprisingly bad for ammo. Like, if you run out of ammo on bullet, you are in for it. So we should really be using our standard. But it's just, I never like to do that. Because of the variance thing, you know? Like, it's one of the few items, or few starting weapons that you can carry with you to the end, really. If you got full health, you can carry it to the boss, the final boss. Especially if you have something like stout bullets and Andromeda and everything. Then it's pretty wild. Feeling like it's this way. Oh! Look for them tables. Look for them tables. But as long as we got full health, we'll just use this for now. So it should breed easy kills and saving ammo. That was almost our hit. Oh, it's just money. It's a trap. Tables. Hiya! Hiya! What? This is a 3-phase room, isn't it? Something like that. Hoo-hoo! Going generally the right way. In fact, we made like perfect decisions so far on direction. So far, so fine. Okay. Yeah, we can one-hit KO, especially with Andromeda Strain, we can one-hit KO anything with that combo. Except for the things that literally go invincible. Okay, that's a loop. That's a loop if I've ever seen one. Okay. Wait a smidge for them to get a little bit bigger. Pop! Pop! It's just, it might be one of my favorite combos to get. The slowdown is maybe a little much. Like, I'm definitely tempted to delete it. To drop the slowdown, the table tech sight. Because quite frankly, we just really don't need it. And that's really it. God, if we had portable table device right now, that just, ew. Alright. Do it! What do we want filled? Ooh. Same thing we've been filling every day, Pinky. Oh. Just in time. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 That's bad. This is bad. Good news is we will probably run into the boss fairly soon. Thank you. But 2 full hearts gone like that. That's exactly what I was talking about. Where things can go awry quite easily at this point. Just because of the jammed nature. You give me tables, they're donezo though. Ah. Go get him. All right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're going to find the boss. Yep, any second now. You actually get to use the bomb now, which is nice. If it broke the damage cap, that'd be something. One, two, three, four, five. 5. Something like that. I mean, it's really working. Like, he's definitely dying. Definitely doing shotgun for second phase here. This is the one that I'm hoping the most is not jammed. I don't think we can get the bomb to go off on him, but maybe we can use to block some bullets. Oi, oi. Stupid, 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 stupid. All right, got 5 full hearts to play around with. If he's jammed, which I don't even know if we are necessarily at the rank where we can get jammed bosses, but no, he's not jammed. Maybe we are, but he's just not. Entirely a possibility. I don't get this. Ah! This is a bad. This is a bad. Okay, we're good. And he's dead. He's dead. Like straight up. Easy. But that was a bad. All right, we're on a streak of 151 and more or more to see. I don't know. We got it. We did it. The mythical 151. Let's just make every number seem exciting. That way we're always pleased. But that is it. Let's take a look at those items. It was, you know, pretty dang smooth. We got like a couple of my favorite passes to get. Just Gungeon Strain makes, because they make every, I like them because they make every weapon feel good. You know? They make every weapon shine a bit more. And that's why I like those so much. Even though they're kind of plain, they let everything be a little bit less plain. That's why I like them, even though they're simple items. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more daily Enter the Gungeon videos. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/retromation to catch me live and communicate with me there. Join the Discord to ask me questions. Link in the description. That's going to do it for today, everyone. Thank you. See you next time.